Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day. I just want to touch base on a few things. It's basically on mindset. Um, Throughout my life, I've gone through many adversities, and there's things I've had to overcome, and I've had a lot of lessons. They were all lessons. I mean, you can take some of the worst things in your life. Losing my son was a massive impact on my life. Um, and again, this is what life can sometimes throw at you and really, put you in a down spiral, and just everything in life. You could go through so many different things that will, just keep your mindset in a bad place. Um, we have a tendency to do a lot of self-talk in our head, and all these things that we're constantly putting in our minds are things that are from our past, things that we can no longer change, no longer, go back and change times. And we say, what if we did this? What if we did that? What ifs just don't matter. They won't help. And I've found the best way to overcome things is to learn to live in the present moment, like right now and today. And enjoy what you have in life, and look at all the things that are right in front of you every day. I've done a lot of research on many things: mindfulness, meditation, a lot of things that have helped me tremendously. And then just, sometimes it's talking to the right people. Now, these are things that just don't happen overnight. It takes a little bit of work. Actually, not a little work, it takes a lot of work, but it takes commitment. But the end result is that it's your happiness. Some people think, you can get dressed up. When you're feeling down, you get dressed up and, you feel a little bit better about yourself. Or, you go to a party trying to make yourself feel a little bit better. None of these things, they're more band-aids, and they're just very temporary. But knowing what makes you happy in life, and finding you who you are right now, and kind of not living in that past moment, and really enjoying what you have right now, being grateful for all the things that you have, is so important. We work out our bodies, we take care of ourselves, we eat healthy and everything. But the one thing that we need to take care of the most is our brains, is the way we think and where we put ourselves. We worry too much about our future, and we think too much about our past. And the way that our brains are built is that we normally, when we're thinking about the past, we bring up a lot of the bad things that have happened to us and the things that we've gone through. And that past now becomes your present and where you are. So your present state of mind. Your present state of mind is in the past, or if you're worried about, something's going to happen in 2 weeks, and then how you're going to do it and all that, that sort of thing, it creates anxiety, and now there's no happiness. You're either, stuck in your past with your bad moments, or you're thinking too much about your future, and it's creating anxiety, where the past can't be changed, and unless you can predict the future. Again, both of these things are not resourceful things whatsoever. It's about living right now and enjoying your day. I've, with the amount of research and the work that I put into myself, as far as, living in the moment, has made a tremendous impact on my life. I've always have this overwhelming sense of just feeling good about myself and who I am. And that's all from in here. It's got nothing to do with the way you look. It's got nothing to do with the people that you're around. It's about taking care of yourself from the inside. And the inside is your mind and where you want to be. The more you practice, and this is called mindfulness, and it's something you can look into yourself, and there's many courses out there. I haven't taken any, but I will be. I have a fantastic teacher that I can't wait to get into the class, because I've been practicing it on my own, doing my own research, and it's just made a huge difference in my life. And it's about realizing, your past isn't beneficial to you anymore. Your future hasn't happened yet, so why are we worrying about all these things? And why do we just keep, pulling out all this negative from our past, these horrible moments we've been through? Because then all those feelings from the past and the future are like here right now, and you're feeling them as if they're happening. Where if you could learn to live in the moment, learn to accept today, and love what we have today. We sit there and say we wish we had more money, we wish we had more things and all this stuff. none of that brings happiness. Your heart and your mind, that's what brings you happiness. Being good to people can bring you happiness. There's so many amazing things. And I find the more that you find your inner happiness and who you are, your heart starts to get bigger, your mind starts to get clearer, and then you just have this constant feeling of being happy. And I'm not bullshitting you. It's a reality. Um, I'm it's me. I've gone through it, and again, if I was at that point where I was always thinking of my past and thinking about my what ifs, and I get anxiety about the future and worry about things. But then when I became more focused on right now, in the day that I have, and the fact that I have today, that I get to do whatever I want, and I go out and I enjoy nature walks, and I go out and I enjoy my photography, I write, I do all different sorts of things that make me feel good inside. I'm a person that really wants to get out there and help a lot of people, and if you'd asked me 2 years ago, I'd be helping anybody I really want to, but even at that point, I still didn't have that happiness inside me. So even though my intention was good, you need to be happy inside before you can help others. I mean, yes, you can still give good advice. I'm not going to say that I didn't help others. I did. But the difference when you feel good about yourself inside, and then you go out into the world and you go to help other people, and you're being kind, you're being caring and thoughtful towards others, you have to do that for you too. You have to be kind to yourself. You got to get up in the morning, look in that mirror and say, hey, you know what? I love who I see. I'm a good person. I have good intent. I love myself. You need to be able to do that. And there's many techniques. And mindfulness is something that I know is becoming a little more mainstream now. And it's a reality. I'm not selling it because that's not what I do. But it's something I practice. So I just figured I want to share this with everybody else. And, it's about taking care of yourself, taking care of your mind, and, just finding that happiness within yourself, and do the things that you enjoy in life, and take time. And there's nothing wrong with thinking about the past. If you can bring up all the good memories and stuff that you have enjoyed, that's great. Or being excited about your future, that's a good mindset. But the anxiety, the depression, and everything else that can lead to all these negative things from your past, you kind of look back on your past, and if you take a moment and find something positive out of any of the bad situations you've been through, and then when you think about that moment, you'll have more. I've just learned something from, something bad. You could look at me. I mean, losing my son was absolutely the most devastating thing that could possibly happen to me in my life. And I did go through, the grieving and the what ifs and all that stuff. And I'd taken a lesson, from this, and you wouldn't think you could. But I valued him. I loved him so much. And, I honor him. I think about all the good memories we had and everything else, because we don't know what life is going to throw at us, but we can control how we react to it. And that's something that we, as people, need to kind of stop the quick reaction and take time, pause for a moment, and start thinking first. Is this going to be beneficial? Is this resourceful? Is this going to bring any kind of value to my life? And when you stop and think, you're going, no, it's not. It's hurting me. It's just, that negative mind thinking that we constantly do. And there's just a lot behind it, but it's something, as a life coach, it's something that I practice, and I'm going to advance myself by taking a course with a teacher of mine that is absolutely amazing with it. My INLP has been a fantastic journey, and I absolutely love it. And I do my own stuff on the outside of the schooling. The schooling's just been it's been even more of a catalyst for me to keep going on and learning more about myself and more about my mind. So, as a life coach, I want to be able to help people because it genuinely makes me feel happy inside. But what's making that even better is that I actually feel happy inside, and I have this, this new thought and the way that I think. It's amazing. It's like when you get angry or something, now upset, because again, you do. I'm not trying to say everything is going to be just perfect and everywhere is going to be beautiful wherever you look. Life's still going to throw curves at you, but it's when you stop and think, and when you say, okay, how's this going to work? And instead of just reacting with anger, with fear and all these other things, take some time, pause for a moment, and just think about how you want to respond. what's going to be resourceful, what's going to help. So again, I just want to throw a little video out there because I know we all go through this. Unfortunately, most of the time, most of our minds are in the past or in the future, and we're not living right now. Living right now is what's going to bring you a lot of happiness. And once you learn how to live right now, it's going to help you so much. And I want to see others happy. I mean, that's where my heart lays. I'm feeling so happy about myself. I want other people to feel the same way. I think we all deserve to be happy. And so that's just a little note. Figure I'd share that with everybody since I haven't done a video in a while. So remember, I don't take this from a teacher of mine. He says it often. Now, I've always said, be kind to others. Well, he's taken it that one step further, which now I do both. So, it's about being kind to yourself. And, you know who I'm talking about if you watch this video. And it is, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And remember, take care of yourself first. And then it's unbelievable what you can do after that when you're in that happy mode. And again, so if you're ever interested in life coach, somebody wants that is more than happy and wanting to help, you know where to contact me, path to the right direction. So to all of you, love you, take care of yourselves, be kind to yourselves, thank you, Steve, and have